Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings today. The crisis that have just kick-started over the Rivers State local government election is quite disturbing. However, two court orders have been given. One by the Federal High Court in Abuja, and the second is from the State High Court. Some legal luminaries have decided to put these two orders in perspective for further clarification and what to expect on the 5th of October 2024. Don't forget that one order had clearly specified that the election should be ongoing, while the other seems to say differently. But then the big question is, how do we understand the proposition on the Federal High Court order of interlocutory injunction and the mandatory injunction issued by the High Court of Rivers State? The legal luminary gave this perspective. He said, of recent, there have been two court orders of injunction issued by the Federal High Court in Abuja and the High Court of Rivers State against the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission. It is necessary to put the two orders in proper perspective. That number one, the first order was issued by Honorable Justice Lifu of the Federal High Court, Abuja, restraining the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, from releasing the register of voters in Rivers State. The order did not restrain RISEC from conducting election with any register produced by INEC. On the other hand, the second order was issued by Honorable Justice Igwe of the High Court of Rivers State, mandating and directing INEC to conduct the forthcoming local government election with the 2023 register of voters. This is in line with constitutional and statutory powers of RISEC. Number two, subject matters. It is to be noted that the subject matter of an order as at the day it is made is what would govern the interpretation of the order. The subject matter of the order of Lifu J is release of the INEC register at the time the order is made. It means from that day, INEC is restrained from releasing the register unless the order is vacated or overruled by a higher court. That does not affect any earlier release of the register by INEC to RISEC. So if RISEC already have the register, it means that the application and order came too late. The subject matter of the order by Igwe J is the conduct of the election by RISEC with the register it already has in its possession. The order directs the commission to perform its statutory duty by what it already has. Reconciling the order from the foregoing, it becomes clear that there is no conflict with the orders. If RISEC did not have any register issued by INEC before the order of Justice Lifu, it means that it would be impossible for it to conduct any election with a voter register. But if it already has any register from INEC, such as the 2023 register of voters, it means that it can go ahead with the election, but that no person whose name is not in that register can vote. Incidentally, since after the 2023 general election, INEC has not conducted any other general voters registration, which means that no registered voter can be deprived of the exercise of his duty. In this circumstance, the order of Igwe J, which is very competently within the State High Court jurisdiction, is valid, and RISEC is therefore further strengthened to conduct the election, even though it was not needed for the commission to conduct the election. This is the position of the law as it concerns the matter of injunction issued by Honorable Justice Lifu and Igwe of the Federal High Court and Rivers State High Court, respectively. And this came via one of our very renowned Esquire in Aleku, Desmond Okea. This is very interesting, I must say, and there have been different reactions. Someone says, I hope they have seen the ruling. RISEC conducting election is already unlawful and illegal. Who says that? Another person say, honestly, Nigerian judiciary, their shame is seriously shaming me. Who did this to us? The way and manner in which Nigerian politicians are manipulating judiciary is becoming something else. Wow. Another person here say, it's a very big shame to Nigerian judiciary that is being manipulated like a child's playground. My brother, that is one of the things that is so shocking right now. But then, my colleague is in the house. Let's just look at these two orders as clearly been spelled out by this Esquire. What's your stand on this whole interpretation?
I feel that with this latest interpretation, just like on the weekend Gucci said on Friday, a likelihood that they'll be rushing after the Independence Day celebration, probably on the 2nd of October, they'll probably be rushing again down to Abuja High Court with a suit order to see how they can also reinterpret their suit. Based on what they have, the both stuff, you discover that there's still some technical hitches here and there that they have not properly captured. Like, because I did mention the last time also when we're discussing it, that each time they kept on mentioning and insisting that INEC should not avail RISEC with voters register, of which RISEC is already in full possession of this whole voters register, as even updated version of it for 2023. So are you saying that RISEC should return back the register? Of course not. While that of Igwe is saying, go ahead and show you use the updated voters register of 2023, and if you check, actually that's the last time INEC held any election in Rivers State, so it's actually updated, so no one is actually disenfranchised, except for probably the new guys who are just clocking 18, of which of course they've not been captured by INEC. So literally speaking, everybody is one way or the other captured. So you now discover all of a sudden that the last one they had, apart from the Justice Lifo's interpretation when they say they should halt it because they did not follow the 90 days procedural movement on that. Other than that, there's already a court order on that effect by Igwe. Now, with both of them running pari passu, it clearly shows that it's just a case of choose whom this day whom you will follow. Do I follow the court order of Justice Lifo or Justice Igwe of Rivers State? Because both of them are all court orders, and has always been following each other every time, to the point that at some point when they asked one of the police security during that CTC and Samuel Owanosike saga, and after a while the CP then, I think the police in charge then said that they will follow court order. The nurse said, but do you know how I say, well, the last one we followed is the last one we know. So there's another one, well, that's the one we've not gotten the other order. Meaning that in the next 10 minutes, another order may come in. And it's really not too nice for judiciary, because it's now becoming almost like a joke. They are trying to run with this order. Another countering order comes, they're like, what is all this now? Which one are we following? Say, well, please, let's follow anyone that we say. At least we are still holding this one. And it's become almost confusing. And the funny part is, they're all not standing in sync. But with this one, I feel that Fubara still has an edge. But I know also, based on how they have been operating, now that they have heard that there's a technical fault they had, by 2nd of October, you will get another suit, another one, this time around, halting, probably countering Justice Igwe's own, and insisting that even the voters 2023 register should not be allowed. You just see something that shows that it looks like they did not see this coming, because those who are applying all this for this file suit and the rest are using the last information probably they heard somewhere, and it's really, honestly, it's very sad. But with what I am saying, Fubara is ready for anything. All he knows is that the last order is the one I'm going to. People are looking for court order. I have gotten one. And with that order, I am holding it, and I'm going to conduct an election. Whatever it is, we'll settle it in court after the election. Then people have already been reinstated already.
All right, thank you so much. That's where we'd like to leave it. Let's meet in our comment section and talk more on this. What's your position on all these unnecessary bwahaha over the LG election? Between the two orders, which one will you go for? For me, I'll go for Igwe. I know some people will say that I'm Fubara. No, not at all. But we're just trying to make some,